Bonjour tout le monde. You will notice that I have given scores to the assignments that you have submitted so far. I will be sending out a correction and some tips on pronunciation once all of those have been submitted. And then I wanted to give you a couple of pointers just to make sure you're making the best use of your online resources. Right now I am logged into my iLearn account. And I just wanted to remind you that if you click on the À vous package, you can, this is what your view should look like. And if you click on the eBook, click here. Just waiting for that to load really quick. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to show you about that is for example, on page 80, if you go to that page, when you click on the icon here,
Passage 2. La famille de Claudine.
okay, so you have the audio for all of that text, and that's a very good resource because that's going to help you with the pronunciation. So in addition to doing your homework activities, make sure that you go through the ebook and take advantage of all of the audio that you have there as well. They also have some good activities that help you differentiate between different forms. One example is on page 86 of your textbook. Here you have the audio and you're telling whether that is one or several. So that can help you with some auditory discretion exercises. Okay, so that was just to sort of help you navigate all of the resources that you have. You notice that this chapter largely deals with family members and possessive adjectives to go along with them that modify who those family members are in relation to someone else. And I sent out in a text form, but you have, like, if you wanted to say my sister, right, that's going to be ma sœur, regardless of whether that's the sister of a boy or a girl. So you're going to make sure that your adjectives are related to the noun that they're modifying. Another one of the things that you look at in this chapter is on page 88 of the textbook, and you have the months. So I'll just remind you that you can click here or not. That's not working right now. I'll just go through the audio of those really quick so that you'll know how to say them. So we'll go in order. We have janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. Okay. You also have the days of the week. So we'll go through them and we'll start with Monday. So you would have lundi for Monday, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Okay, so you notice that the calendar starts with Monday as it's written as the first day of the week. One of the things that you see that you may find somewhat complicated are the larger numbers for 70 and above. So you notice that really it's just a matter of adding the numbers together that comprise the numbers that you're dealing with. So for 70, let me pull up that page real quick so it's a little easier to follow. Okay, so you have 70, 71. So So you notice that you have that A there for the 1, like you had 21 for 21, so you do have the A in there. 72, 73, and so forth. Then you get to 80, and you know, mathematically speaking, you have 4 20s, right? 80, 81. You notice that you don't have an A here. I think it's just probably because it just becomes too long to deal with. And then finally for 90, you would have 90, 91, 92, etc. Then you have, for 100, you have 100, 200, 1000. Okay, so for this one, you would have 1578, right? 2000. So you just go up that way. 1,000,000. Okay. And then you have some tips that follow on that. I think those are the major points from the chapter, but obviously as you run across questions, be sure to ask them, and be sure that you go through the ebook as well as a paper copy if you have one, because you do have quite a few resources that are of use to you. Again, I will be sending out some comments on your assessments. Congratulations on completing those. I know that's not necessarily a fun thing to do, listening to yourself and challenging yourself to speak in a foreign language, but it's very useful to you, and I do want to make sure that you get something out of the course despite the online format. So be sure to ask questions as you have them. You've been a quiet group so far, so I hope everything is going well. And I'll be in touch soon. Merci et à bientôt.